All right, today we're going to do kind of a flowing core circuit, always starting in plank, making sure my shoulders are where I want them, my hands, my thumbs are tight, index fingers. And you kind of play around with the position here. Maybe you're lifting your feet up, getting up on the toes, rocking forward. You can play with your width. I like to start narrow. You get good tension in the glutes. Again, you're just finding your place here, holding the plank, assessing upper body, how your wrists feel. But also, at this point, we're forming what we want to get done mentally. So this is our force of will. This is willpower. And here it starts with that initial position. If it feels easy and you feel good, then hey, I'd rather see you layer in other movements than just simply hold that plank, okay? Because at that point, you're not going to get a ton out of it. So here, my feet are a little wider, downward dog action with bent knees. My hamstrings are tight, so that's what I do. And then we'll kind of go into our pumps here, just smooth transitions. All right, big thing here is at the bottom, flexing the glutes. So as I drop down right there from plank to the bottom, plank to upward facing, glutes are tight. Now I'm pulling myself upward though with my toes and through the knees. So you see those knees bend, active feet, okay? Obviously very active chest and shoulders here too, but there's a lot going on mentally. So butt is tight, into plank. Here we're going to do some knee sweeps. So we go across and back over. Now be disciplined. Touch that elbow. Okay? Touch, back. Smooth. Big reach back. Active toes. When you switch sides, you reset. Okay? Again, boom. Knee sweep across and over. So across is full flex, and over you just get into that side flex. Really solid movement. Again, my post leg is real strong. So that right foot. Relax back down, assessing how we feel. Need to elbow straight in, big reach. A solid position with tuck and reach. You want to make sure you're touching the tricep, touching the elbow. Just solid form. Switch sides, reset feet. Arms are a little fatigued, so we'll roll them out, shake them out. It's surprising what just a few seconds of rest will do for you. Good. So lifestyle movements, the plank is accessible. It gives you an opportunity again to determine your willpower, your force of will, okay? Like will you work through the tension? Here we're stretching a little bit. It's recovery position. A little bit inversion. Those hips are above the head. And now we got solid. This is a tough exercise here. We got the pump with the push-up. That push-up is active, man. That core is flexed. The glutes are tight when I'm flying up out of that position. You see how aggressive it is. Active feet. Whenever there's a pause or whenever you need to pause, take it. Downward dog. Reset yourself. Say, hey, can I do one more? Can I do one more? So you're just working through this motion. You're staying confident. Just find your number. At this point, we're getting a solid amount of movement in. You want to make sure you're assessing positionally how you feel. Sometimes it's an ideal place for a transition. Again, we'll shake out those arms if you need it. Adjusting to a side plank. Okay, high side plank. A lot of pressure is going to come through the shoulders here, right? You want to make sure your thumb is gripped. You're pressing through your index finger. And we're flexing the underside, okay? So my left obliques are working hard here. As you transition over, same thing. Now we'll hit that right side. Right shoulder, tricep. The back is tight. Everything's working. Get some vitamin D in the sun, burning fat, building muscle, confronting fatigue, okay? No matter where you're at, you got to confront it. Adjust position as needed. Go to your elbow. Just hold the position. Solid exercise here. This is probably one of the more challenging ones. It's a definite tricep push-up, so I've got to adjust my feet, get in a solid position. Very far forward. Elbows go straight back, straight up. This is all tricep. A little bit of chest, a little bit, but you're going to feel it in the triceps, especially where they attach down by the elbow. Just getting a few reps. Again, this is where my mind went. My mind said, hey, let's do something challenging. And we transition through the downward dog. All right, we're going back. We're going to go over to our butt. We're going to do some V-ups, atomic sit-ups, whatever you want to call these. Kick those feet out, pull my chest up. Sometimes this one feels funny depending on what's below your butt. So I'm trying to find position here. Sometimes you get right into it and it's perfect. But here, you're just kicking everything so you go kind of straight and back up. I love the chin to be tucked forward because that keeps the upper abs tight. Keeps you ready to work through that motion. This one pairs really well with some flutter kicks or scissors kicks. So when you start to hit that movement, hit that point where your fatigue's setting in, boom, we transition. So there's always a transition. Navel sucked to spine, working through this, up, 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 smooth, good tension through the toes. And as you relax, we'll switch to some reaching sit-ups. We're doing them kind of slow motion style. So hard exhale as you rise, and just reach towards the ankles. The feet can be shoulder width, they can be touching, close together. Your call, either of those two. In the hands, the body follows the hands. It's surprising how much time it takes to just do a few repetitions when they're done really well. So you're sitting up through flexed core. I like to, again, hard exhale at the bottom, that way we get the navel drawn to the spine. Nice and slow reps here, good quality, 10 of them. Again, we're being purposeful about using the core. Up and down with purpose. Good work, good work. And relax, we'll make a little transition. We're going to go back to a side plank. So here we're going to drop the hips. My feet are stacked. Drop the hips and then pull back into plank. And I'm sucked in hard. My navel's pulled to the spine. I'm fully exhaled. So I'm definitely holding my breath here as I work. Good flex. 15-second hold here after those reps. We're layering it. Remember, we're layering it on, asking ourselves if we can do more. The circuit builds about 10 minutes in length. It's 10 minutes of continuous motion, flexion, action. Again, here, bottom half flex. Hips are tight. You're just learning how to control the core. Spending time in position. Everything is a practice. That leg in 15 count. I'm envisioning myself as the outcome. As I feel my body flex, okay, when I go through these movements, I feel as one with the process. Here we're going to do some back extensions. Now, these first couple reps, my glutes are engaged. And you'll see there's a pause here where I recognize that, and I try to actively release them. So I'm not squeezing my butt as I lift up just a little bit. This is an isometric flex, mid-back, lower back. You want to keep it out of the traps in the neck. That's why you don't want to flex your glutes, because you can get a little bit too high of a pull. Micro movements. A few deep breaths as you finish. Take a second before coming up. Come up slowly. Again, a lot can be completed, done in 10 minutes.